Mankind has been observing skies since eternity. He first saw that the sun rises in the east, sun sets in the west, then there were stars coming in the sky, there were occasional meteorites. All this led him to develop a field of science called astronomy. In this section, we get introduced to basic notions of astronomy. So let's start with the basic Earth, Moon, Sun system. So in this diagram, so there is 4 configurations of Earth, and Earth is going to revolve around the sun in a special orbit that is elliptical in nature. And once it is rotating about the sun, it is also having rotation about its axis. So there is so this axis is decided by 2 poles, that is north and south. So this axis is special in the sense it is always held fixed in space. So the direction of the axis is not going to change. That's what it means. So once it is going to revolve about the sun, the axis stays like that. So this unique aspect of the axis helps us to design a particular idea that is called the North Star. So this fixed axis is always pointing to a special star that is called North Star, and in past the people used to use the North Star for navigation purpose. So if you look at this diagram, you can see that there are two, so these two are opposite each other and these two are opposite each other. So what I want to say is that, so here we have got Earth. So in this particular configuration, the North Pole and South Pole of Earth receives equal amount of sunshine. Since it receives equal amount of sunshine, so this particular configuration is given a special name, that is equinox. And then, so for these two configurations, you can see that in this configuration, the North Pole or the northern region of the Earth is tilted closer towards the sun. When this part is tilted closer to the sun, this receives maximum sunshine and it gets a warmer weather. So this region receives a summer climate, whereas if you look the South Pole, the southern region, which is tilted away from the sun, it will be having a cooler climate, and this configuration is given a special name called summer solstice. And then if you look at this configuration, is just the opposite of this. Here the southern hemisphere or the southern pole is closer to the sun, so the southern hemisphere is going to have warmer climate, and this is given the name the winter solstice. And this winter solstice happens about December 22, and the summer solstice happens in June 21. And once the Earth completes one complete revolution about the sun, we say that we have undergone one solar year. And for one solar year, there are 2 equinoxes and 2 solstices. Now let's look at Earth and Sun system in close. So we know that Earth is going to revolve about the sun. Let's also bring Moon to the picture. So here we have got Moon specifically placed in between the Earth and Moon. Here the sun is being eclipsed, or sun is being covered by the Moon, and this particular configuration is called solar eclipse. Similarly, we can also have Moon going to the extreme end, so that Earth comes in, or the sun and the Moon system is being eclipsed by Earth, or the Moon is being eclipsed by Earth. So this configuration is given the name lunar eclipse.